Hey, what's up guys? I'm Anthony Esparza, and thank you so much for coming back to my YouTube channel to hang out with me just for a little bit. I really appreciate it. I really wanted to show you guys this video. It wasn't something that I had planned in my notes when I'm like planning upcoming videos, but I've been messing around with my Line 6 Podgo over these last couple weeks, especially since my first video that I did getting metal tones with the Podgo part 1. Go ahead and click it right here if you haven't checked it out yet. I've been messing with the tones for a while now, trying to come up with live tones for my live set, trying to come up with some cool recording tones, even though I have presets already that I like a lot and plugins that I love. I kind of wanted to mess around with the Podgo and see how it sounds in a recording area. Ugh, my voice, I'm sorry. So I've been messing around with a lot of rhythm tones, and I found 4 really badass killer rhythm tones with the Podgo. No IRs, no other plugins in there, just the cabs and amps that are built into the Line 6 Podgo. And I found them and I really wanted to share them with you guys, so I decided to go ahead and put this video together so I can share some of what I've discovered with you guys. But before we get started with the video, I just want to remind you guys to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification as well, so you get notified anytime I drop new content. I have a grip of content coming. I've been working tirelessly to see what other shit I can bring you guys. I got some vlogs on my channel right now with my family so that you guys can get to know me, aside from being the Line 6 Podgo guy, which I think is kind of becoming a thing now. I'm also working on a Pantera on a 7-string guitar playthrough video, playing some of my favorite Pantera riffs on a 7-string guitar. I'm working hard on that right now, and I hope to get you guys that very soon. And I'm also doing more rant videos as well. I did a Blink-182 video where I was talking about why they can't play their hit single I Miss You, and I also did a Metallica video as well. So I'm really excited to be diversifying my content, but you know, I gotta get you guys some Line 6 Podgo content as well. Enough bullshit, enough plugging my channel, enough dialogue. Let's go ahead and let's jump into it. Alright guys, I have Podgo Edit open right now on my MacBook. I have 4 different presets that I've kind of dialed in and have messed around with over the last couple weeks. Alright, so this is the Revv Orange preset that I have right here. I'll give you guys a sample and we'll dig into it. My aggression setting is at 2, so it's a second option for the aggression setting, and everything else I just kind of left. I just kind of really dug the natural tone of it. A little flub there. The cab I'm using is the 4x12 Manadarin EM. The reason why I named the preset Revv and Orange, for those of you that haven't seen my previous videos, the Manadarin EM basically looks like an orange cab. That's what it looks like to me. So that's why I titled it Revv and Orange. I'm using a Revv head with an orange cab basically. And for this one, I know I got some questions about what my cabs were in the previous videos and the mics that I was using for, so we're gonna get into it for this one. The mic I'm using right now is the 421 dynamic microphone. My distance is at a 1.5, and I found that a lot of these presets, or a lot of these metal tones, sound better when the distance is the mic is a little closer to the amp. I guess, I mean, the way I vision it is being in the studio, you got to put the mic closer. So that's kind of how I picture it. And I do the same thing with STL Tone Hub as well. In that the little cab tracking that they have in there, I put the mic close as fuck to the, I don't know, I'm just picky, I guess. My low cut's at 80 hertz. My high cut's at 8.0 hertz. No early reflections, and my level is at 0, so it's basically mitted out. And yeah, the only other pedal I have in here right now is the parametric EQ. Didn't touch any of these, it's just the way it's set up. And I'm using a hard gate, and I have a hard gate on for most of my effects, with the exception of some of the ones that have delay or reverb and such. But this is my hard gate pedal that I have on here, and I have them on for all the presets I'm going to be using for this video. So that's the Revv and Orange preset I have. Very interesting preset to have. The second one is an ANGL amp with a Cali XXL. I've said this before, the ANGL Meteor head is basically an ANGL. So you see it right there. It looks exactly like an ANGL, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to get into that argument again. So that's what I'm using for this one. Let's go ahead and do a quick run through. I don't know. Normally my tails are a little more something. I don't know. The Angle Meteor settings that I have right now are 7.2 on the drive, 1.1 on the bass. I should probably amp that up a little bit more, but it didn't sound right through my speakers. That's kind of why, but you might end up putting the bass up a little bit more. The mids on here are 6.5. Treble is at a 6.7. My presence is at a 4.4. Masters all the way up, just because in case I want to use these at practice or with the guys. And I don't have the mid boost turned on, so let's go ahead and turn on the mid boost, see how that sounds. The cab that I'm using is the 4x12 XXL Cali V30. I've used this on previous videos, but I've been messing around with it a little bit more. So for this one, I'm using a 421 dynamic microphone. And that's another thing for you guys. You guys want to go over here to this little option right here, click down, and you guys will get a ton of different mic settings. My distance again is at a 1.5. Most of them are at a 1.5. Low cuts 80 hertz, high cuts 8.0. So these are pretty much the same. The only thing that I really mess around with is just the option for the microphones and the distance. That's all I really mess around with. I don't play no games here. We don't play no motherfucking games. But also to show you guys the difference in the microphones, it really makes a difference in the sound. So I'm going to show you guys the 421 that I'm using. Okay, and then I'm gonna do a couple of these 57 dynamic, 20 dynamic, let's see, let's try a condenser. So you see the sound changes greatly, and I think the microphone options in here, like if you get a Podgo and you don't like the way it sounds, really try messing around with the microphones. I'm sure you're gonna find something that you're gonna like. For this one, I'm using a parametric EQ. Pretty much just added it on, didn't mess around with it too much, and I'm using a Cali Q graphic. I didn't even know I had this in here, but let's. All right. Anyway, so that's two EQ pedals I have going on in here, and I have the hard gate on as well, like I said, for all of them. All right, let's move on to the next one. The next one is the Archetype and Uber. So I'm using an Archetype head with an Uber cab. Let's go ahead and demo this one real quick. So the drive I have for this one is at a 7.5, bass 5.4, mid 6.1, treble 6.6, and I really didn't touch anything else in here except for the master volume as well, just for the video purposes. For the cab, again, I'm using a 421 dynamic microphone. The distance is at a 1.5, and everything else is about the same as soon as you turn it on. All right, and for the EQ pedal I have going on, I have the parametric EQ. Same thing, it's my favorite EQ pedal to have in the Land 6 Podgo. All right, so the last one I got, this one took me a little longer to mess around with. This is my Revv head with a Cali 4x12 V30. I've used the red before. Earlier up top we did the purple. This one is the red. So let's try this one out. So let's dig into it. So the head, my head settings 7.6 for the drive, the bass 4.6, mids 6.3, treble 5.7. This one has a little bit more of a crunch to it, a little bit more of a hardcore style crunch to it. And the cab, I'm using the same thing. I'm using a 421 dynamic microphone, distance 1.5. And it's just, I feel like the 421 dynamic microphone is just kind of the best microphone preset in here. Yeah, and I really like how the chord shapes sound in this preset. But yeah, so that's basically the 4 metal tone rhythm presets that I have in my Line 6 Pod Go that I've been able to dial in. Alright guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. This was more of a random video, just something that came up out of nowhere. I was finishing another video and I just decided, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put something together and I'm going to show you guys what I've been working on with the Line 6 Pod Go. Let me know if you guys want me to put more videos like this together. If this one wasn't really kind of planned out, it was just me sitting down, recording myself, showing you guys some of the rhythm presets that I have put into the Line 6 Pod Go. Alright guys, I'll catch you guys on a next upcoming video very, very soon. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. I gotta tell you guys, hit that subscribe button. Leave me a like. Let me know in the comments below what kind of content you want to see from me coming up in the future. What other things you want me to look into with the Pod Go. I will go ahead and I'll see you guys later. Anthony is out. Keep it heavy.